Okay, I'm going to make a quick and dirty little video about my time tracking program. If you need to bill for hours, or if you just want to keep track of what time you're spending on what projects. So these are the 4 files that are needed, and the first thing you'll want to do is edit this file. In here are the different projects, so you can have up to 8 projects. Keep the names short because they're going to turn into buttons in the application, and I'll show you that in a minute. So go through and change these 8 buttons to whatever you want. Then you're just going to run the exe, and the first thing the exe does is it goes down to the bottom, right down here. I told it in the ini file that Optilink was the default project, and so that's what it started with. If you click on the application, it'll pop up, and if you need to switch to a different project like support, you just click on that button and it drops down here. You'll notice that it does tell you that you're billing time to the support project, and then you just go on about your job. It'll just sit there, it won't do anything. It is recording the time, and then when you're done with that project, of course, you can just pick some other project. We'll work on the art project for a while. And again, you just do whatever you need to do on your computer. Do whatever. If you go to lunch, I have one that's called non-billable time. I don't have an example of it here, so I would suggest you make a button called, unbillable time or something like that. You also can set up other projects, and you do that in the database from this menu up here. Another thing is when you're all done for the day, you do have to close this out. So if you click on this, it's then going to come up and ask, what do you want to do? You may shut down the computer and go to another room, or sometimes I have to travel to another location. So then I would click on this continue recording. The program will end, but it is keeping track of how much time you're spending. So when you turn your computer on again, it's going to be in the same project, and it continued to record all that time that the computer was off. Otherwise, you'd click this punch out, and then what that does is it just ends the program, and it ends the particular project you're working on. Like here it says art, and it started at 8:15 p.m. So it would punch out of art and just end the program, so you wouldn't have any more billable time. I guess I'll do that. So it is useful to add this Mytime exe to your startup, so that as soon as your computer starts, it's going to show up down in your taskbar and start recording time for you. Oh, I did not mention how to run the reports and stuff, but actually that's easy. You just go down to the taskbar, click on the application, it pops up with that familiar menu that I showed you, and then one of the options under the pull-down menu is to run some reports. And of course, I can change it to produce any kind of report you want. And so that's a quick introduction.